What if I told you there are solid reasons, historical reasons, to believe Jesus actually rose from the dead? Here are 5 compelling reasons to take the resurrection seriously. Are you ready? Great, let's go. Reason number 1, the tomb was empty. Even Jesus' enemies admitted it. The Jewish leaders didn't say, his body's still here. Instead, they created a cover story. Matthew 28:13, tell them the disciples stole the body. Now, why on earth would you make up a lie if the body was still in the tomb? Now, I get it. An empty tomb doesn't prove resurrection by itself, but it demands an explanation. And the one with the most historical weight? He rose. How about reason number 2? Jesus didn't just vanish. He appeared to individuals, small groups, and even over 500 people at once. That's not the kind of thing you hallucinate. Hallucinations are individual and internal. 500 people don't have the same dream at the same time, and many of those eyewitnesses were still alive when the Gospels and letters were written. You know that from 1 Corinthians 15. They could have fact-checked it. Reason number 3. Let's talk about James, Jesus' own brother. John 7:5 tells us that even his brothers didn't believe in him, but something changed. After the resurrection, James becomes a leader in the early church and is eventually martyred for his faith. What would it take for you to believe your brother was the Son of God? For James, it was seeing the risen Christ. Reason number 4, there is Paul. Yes, we knew him originally as Saul. Paul was a devout Pharisee, persecutor of Christians, and the last person you'd expect to join Team Jesus. He wasn't emotionally vulnerable. He wasn't looking for Jesus, and yet, according to Acts 9, Paul says he encountered the risen Christ. He goes from hunter to apostle, from skeptic to martyr. Something happened, something real. And reason number 5, the early church didn't grow because Jesus was a good moral teacher. It exploded because they believed he rose. These weren't people trying to gain power. They were beaten, arrested, and killed. You don't die for something you know is a lie. Their courage points to conviction, and their conviction points to a risen Savior. Jesus' resurrection isn't just a nice idea. It's rooted in history. An empty tomb, real eyewitnesses, changed lives. If Jesus rose from the dead, everything changes. So what will you do with that?